Raw gut survival is what faster than light travel is talking about. Okay, and this is why I believe they can't let people know about aliens and they can't let people know about flying saucers, because if they do, and people realize that faster than light travel is possible, and people start looking at it, they're going eventually somebody like me is going to say, hey, look at the physics. It makes you younger. Okay, and so they can't have thousands of people bum rushing Area 51. That's just, you
don't think it's more plausible that a lot of these UFO sightings were really stealth fighters and stealth bombers, and the government let that UFO conspiracy dwell out there to hide the project? It was kind of a convenient cover.
No, I think that if you look at Roswell, if you look at the stories around Roswell, you'll see that the government was adamant, okay, that none of this came out. They didn't want. And first of all, they'd actually, if you remember the War of the Worlds thing with Orson Welles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I listened to War of the Worlds.
People panicked. Okay, when he put that fake news program out about the War of the Worlds, people just went bananas, right? So that alone tells the government, yeah, we probably shouldn't put that out there. Okay. We don't want this whole structure of society breaking down around us, right? And so they had to keep a lid on it then. And but our presidents, ever since probably Truman, or maybe FDR and beyond, pretty much understood that these aliens were there. Okay, and they had things in the World War II called Foo Fighters. Okay.
You think Trump will expose this stuff? I see him as that loose cannon that I bet you that's the first thing he asked for when he got in the White House. He's like, show me the UFO files.
I think that presidents are not elected, they're selected. I believe that, now if you look at the...
You think Donald Trump was selected?
I think Hillary Clinton was selected? The guy's a CEO. If you've got a nation run by CEOs, what's the ideal president? Well, it's a CEO, right? And so essentially you have to have political theater. You have to have a lightning rod where all the the fire is directed at. And then behind that you have the hidden hand. Okay, now supposedly this is what operates with the Vatican as well. The Pope is the figurehead, but the real power is with the Jesuits, and stuff like that. If you look into the history of the Catholic Church, you see all kinds of stuff that they don't want noised around. Okay?
Did you see here recently? Google cocaine delivered to the Vatican in condoms. They recently found a bunch of cocaine that was being delivered to the Vatican, and they were hiding it in condoms. They're finding a lot more things here recently, now that they're realizing it's not the innocent organization that was put out to be.
There's an old saying, the higher the monkey climbs the tree, the more you see his ugly side. So when you have any kind of a religious organization or a political organization or anything where there's a lot of power concentrated, you're going to see a lot of stuff that's out of line, and whatnot. And the Vatican is essentially Rome. Rome never fell. Okay, it just changed the way it did things. And instead of the Greek gods, now we have the Christian saints and stuff like that. And it's power. It's staying in power. And the Vatican has been controlling Europe and probably using the old royal families and everything else. And then you got the Rothschilds on the other side, and the Freemasons and whatnot. And so but it centers around knowledge. The more knowledge is power.